Hey guys, so I'm back. I found a potential planet, not planet, at next meteor. Also, I just read online, this map's not gonna have planets. And I also discovered something towards the beginning of this flight. This thing has enough stuff to get me through a good, like, the amount of, I said that weird. Has enough stuff that it could do me a great deal of useful things. It doesn't have one thing though, landing gear. Of course, for me, the person that's never used landing gear in his life in this game, that means literally nothing. So instead, I'm just gonna blast towards this thing, inertia damper off. Yeah. Although I did see in like it's that SPRT like destroy thing, like a service like destroy or whatever that is. Shoot, pull up, pull up. Also, did I mention I'm not very good at flying these things, mostly because I don't do it really. I just need to park near it so I can start upgrading this thing to suit my needs. Oh, I thought I had my helmet off this whole time. We don't even have an area for the dock yet. I don't accidentally mute my whole volume. Just getting some of this. So, if it's not that bad, I actually think I can construct this from literally only the things found on it. Yeah, it's not temporary. When I quit and rejoin, it was still there. When I spawn in a new one, I'm not so sure. We need this. Are you really gonna make me actually find the actual one? There we go. You, I know that. Oh wait, I'm gonna need you. What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what. Alright, let me just quit and rejoin so maybe it doesn't say that message anymore. If it's not actually there, the worst I lost was getting some stuff out of it. And by that I mean grinding the whole thing and using all the resources in it. So yeah, no big deal. I that is very weirdly worded, but that's probably how it was originally said. What are you even doing?
Trying to get this guy to work.
Is that a mod?
Custom NPCs.
Are you gonna do things like that with it?
Nowadays.
Wait, what version are you even on?
1.10.2.
Ah, that would be. Look at how I pulled nearly. Look at my head. Nearly like pulled half my headphones off my head. Yeah, headphones halfway off my left ear. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this. Now I do. I'm spamming Control Alt Delete and nothing's happening. Uh-huh. Oh, there you go. I don't think it actually shows you my screen when you do that. Where's Task Manager? No, oh well. Okay. Magically fixed. That ship probably looks something like if I try to land. Some point in the series, I'm gonna probably spawn in a planet at some point. Probably gonna like go on creative, fly all the way far away. Yeah, come on! When Task Manager stops respawning, you know you're having a big issue. So yes, still here. Color scheme wise, I know I did this wrong. So you want to see how badly I can explode something by crashing it into another ship? Judging from the last time I tried to ram a ship into something or another, wasn't that big. I think I did that on camera. It was like a final last ditch, like it wasn't shooting anymore. I may go down, like, but I'm not going to go down without at least trying to annihilate you. Mm-hmm. Ah, P. That's the... I'm sure there's some better landing spot than trying to land on this thing. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I was actually doing that bad. Well, let's just try and real quickly look around and see if there's a better spot. Nothing that's not temporary. So just straighten out, go down. Not bad for my first ever attempt at docking a ship in my life. Especially one that didn't end in a catastrophe. Not. Mi English is muy bien. Now let's test something. Hypothetically, if I'm to stick all this stuff in there, it should hypothetically go into welding that chip. Let's just hope that's the result I'm seeing. Okay, so what were you welding then, game? Oh, you were just using all those plates up on me. Oh, wait, there it is. The rest of this episode is watching me fiddle around like an idiot. Brought to you for your viewing pleasure. Let's try this thing. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. You can call this actually M thrusters, because it's the mining ship's thrusters. So yeah, I do need to hit save. You just don't have this thing. I just realized I'm just putting... fine. There goes that theory. Hang on, hang on. No, I thought you were supposed to drag. I was double clicking for whatever weird reason. I just need to make sure these thrusters don't accidentally burn through my ship. I'd really become counterproductive by that point. 5 silver plates can't be that hard to get. Fine. I give it. It'll just keep saying that for me forever. However, it will be a nice second ship. This will probably be like the most prized ship in my collection, second to that thing. Alright, different types of thrusters. You wait. Yeah, that wasn't the right key. I'll admit. Might have to turn off the brakes. I an idiot. No wait, that giant thing in the front is the drill. I'm not used to flying ships, okay? I'm sure I can build a better ship than I can fly. Although I must admit that can't possibly be that hard for me to do. That can't possibly have been good. I don't know what that sound was. That might explain why I can't control half the ship. Because half the ship isn't on. let's go for landing on this thing. You just have one of these landing gears stick to something. If I know what to do in this sort of situation, which I don't, the ideal response would probably be simply to turn off all engines and maybe try and land on something. Oh yeah, did I think I forgot to add, I most certainly don't know what the correct response in these sorts of situations is. Because I've literally never even tried this sort of thing before. Hang on.
Hang on.
You're a bit late, you nut.
I know.
Wait, so I'm just trying to grind this thing and get anything out of it. Wait, with the ship I know that I can't land. I should probably just try and... Nope, I was about to say, did it stop moving? Let's just drive straight at the asteroid. Likely crashing straight into it. However, at least I can stop the ship and salvage whatever's left. And maybe collect some other stuff on the way. Like I said, it appears to have worked. I was about to say, wait, where did it go? So instead, I'll apparently spend the next few episodes just stripping that thing down. And stuffing all of its stuff into these things. I'll bet I've managed to lose it. It's literally breaking like every block I'm not actually actively trying to break. My concern is when I break this cockpit, like everything will just fly off. But yeah, we'll find out soon enough. I'm sure I could have actually saved this if I tried hard enough. But I just don't have the expertise to do that in a reasonable manner. Slowly but surely grinding every single block off this thing. Wait, start with that block. Of course it is. If it hits this ship, I'll be unhappy but able to live with it. If it hits my ship, it's probably more easily able to recover from it. Because of like the nanobots. Actually, no, wait. If it hits this thing, it's just resources lost. If it hits the other thing, there's no telling. we could do that in like... Yeah, like in every matter of smarter ways, but... I'll be back around to that eventually to continue harvesting it. Did the game really just have to be that annoying? I love having like everything connected to each other. It means I can just go up to one, hit production. I mean, well, yeah, I can do that too. I can also hit inventory and just stuff things in, and it always works its way to where it needs to be. More or less, anyway. It's either me that was moving or the ship that was moving. Probably not good either way. The hope is to grind just about everything from the ship. And yes, I'm aware I'm running low on energy. I'm also aware, though, that I need to just float around the asteroid and I get there. I mean, to recharge. Once I finish that current segment of the ship, the next segment of my ship will be the hangar. With side doors. And yes, that's a big thing because the front will be a drill. A lot of this will just be scrap for resources. Docking bay will be large. It'll actually cause the ship to widen out. To be back towards about its original length. No, I'm sure you'll just see as you go along. I'm not sure. I'm just planning this out of my head, and I'm sure most of it will fall flat.